Pack your things. You're finished here. The words sliced through the air of the regal dining hall in Manhattan, sharper than the clinking of wine glasses. Elena Rivera's hands trembled, her silver pendant swaying as she turned toward the door. That's when it happened. A billionaire at table 9 rose to his feet, his eyes not on her face, but fixed on the necklace resting against her chest. His expression froze in disbelief. This wasn't humiliation anymore. It was the start of a revelation that would change everything. Elena had worked endless double shifts at the high-end restaurant for years. Her life was a balancing act, rent overdue, her younger brother struggling through medical school, and the grief of losing her mother still heavy on her shoulders. The only thing that kept her grounded was the silver pendant she wore every day, a family heirloom shaped like an ancient crest. Its history was a mystery, but for Elena, it wasn't just jewelry. It was her anchor, her mother's memory made tangible. The restaurant was her survival, though she often felt invisible to the wealthy patrons who dined there. Many barely acknowledged her existence. Some gave forced smiles while others let their prejudice slip through condescending tones. That evening, as chandeliers glittered above and laughter flowed between courses, Elena didn't realize her world was about to turn. It started with a wealthy couple who arrived late. From the moment she approached them, their eyes narrowed. The woman sneered and, loud enough for half the room to hear, said, "I don't want her serving us. Find someone else." The air thickened. Elena's manager, a man who had never once defended his staff, didn't stand up for her. Instead, he bowed to the couple's arrogance. "Elena," he said coldly, "that's it. Collect your things. You're done here." Her chest tightened, fired, not for a mistake, but for being Latina in the wrong place at the wrong time. The couple smirked in triumph as whispers spread across the dining hall. Some guests looked away in discomfort. Others watched like spectators at a cruel show. Elena stood frozen, tray still in her hands. She wanted to protest, to shout for fairness, but the crushing weight of reality silenced her. She needed this job. Now it was stripped from her, publicly, mercilessly. Tears blurred her vision as she turned toward the exit. But at table 9, a man in a tailored suit, quiet until now, rose abruptly. His gaze locked on her pendant, glowing faintly under the chandelier. His face shifted from curiosity to disbelief to shock. The billionaire, Daniel Whitmore, a name whispered in financial circles, stepped forward. The restaurant fell into silence. His voice trembled, yet carried an authority that silenced even the chandeliers above. "Where did you get that?" he asked. Confused, Elena clutched the pendant protectively. It was all she had left of her mother. But Daniel's hands shook as he pulled an old photograph from his wallet. The image showed a young black woman smiling, wearing the exact same pendant. The woman in the photo was his late mother's dearest friend, the sister he had lost contact with decades ago, which meant Elena wasn't a stranger at all. She was family. The room that had mocked her minutes before now sat in stunned silence. Daniel placed a steady hand on Elena's shoulder and declared that she would not leave in shame. Instead, she would leave with dignity and with opportunities far greater than anything this restaurant could have offered her. Her manager stammered useless apologies, paled and shaken, but it was too late. The truth had already rewritten the moment. Elena Rivera was no longer just a waitress. She was proof that injustice can try to strip dignity, but destiny cannot be erased. What began as humiliation ended as a reunion, one that bridged history, resilience, and family ties once thought lost. Her story was no longer confined to a restaurant in Manhattan. It was a reminder to the world. Every life dismissed too quickly may hold a truth that can change everything.